Hello and welcome. My name is Dene and I am a channel medium. I am here to bring you a message. Just give me a moment and I am going to do a direct channel today. Do you have any idea who you are? If you knew the power that you hold within yourself and the connections that you have to limitless energy and creation, you would not be sitting in such doubt. You would be creating. You would be creating the world that you have dreamed of. You are a magnificent creation and creator, for you have created yourself within this world. However, within your life, you have held on to energy that does not serve you in the form of creation. It only serves in holding you in a position of lack. You are a divine being, and we have spoken of this many times. And we understand that you are tiring of hearing of this. However, we will never tire of speaking of it, for it is truth. And perhaps the more that we speak of it, and the more you hear of it, the more you will believe. For you have taken on beliefs of others that you are much less. It is difficult for you to understand the greatness of the self, for you have witnessed much chaos, sorrow, grief, disappointment, and lack within your life. This lack comes from a belief that you do not deserve more. And although that seems difficult for you to believe that you would not want more for yourself, and that you believe that you are undeserving of receiving more, this has been deeply seated within your subconsciousness. And we will continue to come through channels of those that you watch and listen to and dream of becoming, to which you already are, if only you would believe in yourself that you are all things and that you are no thing. You are part of the universe, And as part of the universe, you are part of what you call God, source energy. You are that. We are back. Dene was very distracted and lost focus with all of the disruption and noise around her. Again, this is an illusion that would pull you away from your path, from your purpose. And there are many challenges along this path you have experienced, and there will be many more. It is not if, it is when. For with each of these challenges, you are moving more and more toward yourself, moving back into your own mastery, your self-mastery, coming back into a balance of being the creator that you are, of remembering the creator that you are. There is much confusion, and there will continue to be much confusion. And as you move into the higher levels of creation, of forming these new worlds, new frequencies, you will bump up against those that would challenge you, to stop you, so as not to create this new world, because of the fearfulness that lies within them of their destruction. Just coming out of channel for a moment here, and I'm asking why they have fearfulness of their destruction. There is so much noise around. It's just incredible how much noise is around when I try to channel this this new frequency. It is so just in my face energy that there are so many forces out there that would try to stop this energy from coming through, from being readily available to us. Now, what was the question that I came in with? Why are we bumping up against energy that is afraid of their destruction? Many beings operate from a lower, denser frequency. They operate from the polar opposite. And of course, that is their choice, that is their decision. And as more and more of you move into a higher frequency, those that are in the lower density will not have access to you and your resources. They will no longer have access to your energy. And within that, they will lose energy, they will lose power, they will lose control. And that will cause their destruction. Okay, well, that's interesting. So can we go a little bit deeper into that? Spirit is there. Can we go a little bit deeper into that? Into the off balance or the balance kind of between that denseness and lightness? Can you explain that a little bit more? Is that possible? There is creative possibilities that exist within a balanced world and within an imbalance. Imbalance is both dense or light. And as you teeter-totter back and forth between those energies, as you move within the energy frequency to where someone within a dense energy may be creating, they then have access to that frequency of yours when you are sitting in a state of fear or doubt, that they may access your energy and use it to create at that level. Okay, so how is it any different then in creating? How is the energy frequency within the lightness different than creating within the denseness? Firstly, we wish to clarify that within Source, there is not a negative or a positive. There is simply denser and lighter experience. Within both of these polars or polarities, there is the ability to create. However, in creating within a denser polarity, the experiences are much more dense. They are much more on a lower emotional scale with less light and more denseness. However, the denseness and the light are both required in order to create. So as you move into a lighter frequency, the lighter frequency allows you to transmute the struggles and to move more into a lighter energy. And as you move into that lighter energy, you are more fueled, you are more fired up, you require less energy from those around you and are able to receive a lighter energetic frequency that has much more strength and power, that is much more lasting I don't understand. I don't understand. Can you please explain that a little bit more to me? I do not understand. When you create from the light, it is created through the center of your being. It is created through love, through joy, through lightness. And energy draws in energy. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I understand. I understand. What they just said, I'm going to explain this in my own words because it might be easier for me than trying to channel and see what they're bringing at the same time, because now that I have more of an understanding, what they're saying is that the denser energies are selfish and are self-contained to where they don't want to share. Okay? They are very constrictive, restrictive, and dense, which is why they're tight like this. And when you think about something that is really thick and hard to move through, we want to hold on to that by ourselves. When we are sitting in that energy, it is more of a selfish type energy. When we move into a lighter energy of creation, what they're saying is it is a constant flow of energy. So as it becomes a constant flow of energy, we are able to feed ourselves and to feed others without the destruction of self. Because now we are sitting in a balance of energy. We are pulling in that energy, pushing it out, and receiving it. So as we receive ourselves, we give to others, others give to us. It becomes a flow. It is not a constrictive energy to where we are afraid to share. Love is expansive and it continues to expand. The more that we share, the more it expands and the more energy that we have because we are sharing it. Whereas when we are sitting in the darkness, the density of that is a selfish holding on to constrictive energy. Therefore, it is not shared, it is not flowed through. And they are saying that is why those that are sitting in that dense energy would stop us, because they do not want everyone to be able to have their own power of creating. They want to be in control. They want to be in control, and therefore they do not want us to be able to create our own light and our own flow. And it is kind of like an upgrade within a power plant. You know, you get an upgrade and all of a sudden you get all this extra energy and electricity, right? That just flows through and we share it, right? We're sharing it, living through our heart. We understand that the more that we hold on to things, the less we can hold in the light. Whereas in the denseness, it is simply the fear of letting anything in. But at the same time, when you don't let anything in, you don't let anything out. And it becomes a stagnation of dense, dark, muddy, mucky, tar-like energy. Okay, I think I understand. I hope you guys understand that as well. They really want us to understand our greatness, and they want us to understand the power that we hold in sharing. Okay? Just in sharing love, sharing frequency. Okay, beautiful souls. That is it for today. Thank you for joining me as always. And until next time, please remember to always let love be your guide.